All right, welcome back to Black Lot Trivia Night. This is Art, and right before, during the countdown, I had some iced tea go down the wrong pipe. So I'm sure this is gonna go. It's gonna go very well. One sec. I'm gonna have to mute a lot for the next 20 minutes while I hack up whatever went down my lungs. So we are back, as you can see, playing some more Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. I continue to... Took me a second to recognize where I am. Okay. I continue to have a little bit of free time to myself, and I'm trying to make the most of it by not actually pursuing my true passions in life, but by making sure I spend a little more time in Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, which is a CRPG which I genuinely really like so far. So the quest was to do, I think, some druidic ritual at an ancient worship site, so that's where we are. And this is a side quest, but this feels set PC in scope. So let's see what happens. Nothing, because I don't have venison, I don't have onion, and I don't have garlic. Okay. Again, I wish there was a way to know. Well, now let's see if it updates. Venison, onion, I wish it would update now. Like, hey, you need to keep an eye out for these ingredients. Again, I know this was something I was saying last time where I wish like the crafting would include what the recipes were in the interface, so I didn't have to try and figure it out only by going to crafting stations. This is like a fast travel point that I have not yet activated, so let's trigger that. Ancient Cromlech, where are we? I've uncovered just about every part of this map, so that's a good. That's a good sign. It means I'm actually making some progress. What I need is venison, so I need some kind of buck or deer. I know I've seen some roaming around. Onions and... It was garlic. I feel like I've been here. Now, obviously, I've seen deer roaming around. I don't know what they are like to fight. For some reason I thought this guy was some kind of merchant, but... Oh no, he's got the... Yeah, he does have a very limited...
And that means the troubles didn't stink you. Do you need anything?
Remember, it's pretty limited, but maybe...
Go ahead.
Looking for... Nope, it's specific to alchemy, but not the stuff I need. Okay.
Take care of yourself.
Imagine onions and garlic, the place to go would probably be back in town. Now, have I been... Or, oh no, this is the area I haven't been to yet. Right, okay. Yeah, sorry, still clearing my throat. Druidic Shrine, okay. Make an offering. Get 5% incoming healing, okay. Give some monster's blood. Again, I've never quite figured out, are they all permanent, or is it just like in Skyrim where you get one, then you get the other, then you get the other? Like one takes the place of the other, which is, I think, how it works in Skyrim. Man, I really had a lot go down the wrong pipe, I gotta say. There's an alchemy station up ahead. This guy looks like some kind of knight. It's gonna meet 2 enemies now. Nope, wrong button.
I'll strike you down.
Nope, wrong button again.
Your armor won't save you.
Show me what you are made of.
Back to your hovel, coward.
Ranged battle mage, okay.
Never failed me. You are nothing but a peasant. You'll fall to my sword.
All right. Not gonna say it was pretty, but Camelot Soldier's Gladius. I'll take a look at it. Knight helmet. I mean, I'll take a look at all this, right? And then I'll dump it because I'm sure I'm gonna be overburdened. 100%. See what this guy had. He was a deranged battle. Okay. So let's take a look at some of this equipment we just picked up. I have a feeling I'm not going to need any of it, but okay, we've got 5 strength, but we don't have the endurance. So let's drop that. What else do we grab? Yeah, well, let's drop that. Again, I can't tell if I should be messing with this. I mean, I get a couple shots off, but then I'm out, so maybe it's not worth it. And then I am dual wielding, so let's see what else we got. Pants, Knight's Greaves. Let's drop that. Reduces stamina cost by 20%. That's pretty good. But again, I don't have the endurance. So let's dump it. I'm gonna dump that. Let's go with this. That way, you know, because I do get hit a lot, so at least that way I'm reflecting some of it back. So I can make fish oil, I believe. I can make health potions. Mana potions. Can I make this? Yeah, why not? Let's craft all 2 of them. So we'll see how long I can go tonight. It's, you know, when you're watching this on YouTube and the recording, it doesn't matter. I'm streaming now on a weeknight. Toothache remedy. Let me make one of those. Because I think I might be able to hand that in as a quest, I hope. Let me, let's craft some of these. Okay, that's not nothing. All right. Yeah, so it's a Wednesday night. Gotta get up for work tomorrow. Might have to take a phone call at some point, in which case I'll have to pause for 10 or 15 minutes. Just some stuff going on, even though I do have the place to myself for the time being. What's going on here? Well, you know, last time, you know, Matt was able to jump on. We chatted about a lot of different things, including our shared passion for writing. We've gotten a little bit back in a groove in terms of recording as a group. For a little while, it was very patchy, or I would throw something up that was some solo content, which I want to continue with because it's a sci-fi game called Hostel, and I want to stick with that, to be honest with you. But I at least always try and let the group stuff take precedence, because this is not meant to be me doing my own thing. And Patrick's going to be, you know, at the time this goes up, you know, it's been weeks since, but like Patrick's going to be out of town, I think, for a couple of sessions, and he missed one recently. So Matt and I were able to bring back our Bonfire Walk with Me Souls discussion podcast. And I think we're going to get another episode in. I'm hoping tomorrow night. I really hope so. That would be a lot of fun. The plan is to discuss... I gotta make sure I'm not leaning right into my mic. The plan is to discuss World 1-2 in Demon's Souls. I don't know the name of it off the top of my head. That is the hope. You know, it won't be like a 5-hour discussion, you know, it's not. But Matt and I want to get into it a little bit and just chew the fat about one of the best series of video games ever made. I don't think it's crazy to say that. I don't think it's overstating anything. I mean, maybe it's not like... Yeah, no, I think that's a fair statement. I think that's not a crazy opinion to hold. So, 1 second, let me just see something. Okay, I had my OBS is over there to my left, and I realized I had something scrolled to a point where I couldn't actually see if my game audio levels were coming through. They are, so we're fine. I just it's not something you can double check. So there's a deer. The deer, unfortunately, is behind a bear. Maybe that means there's other deer in the area, and maybe I can now that's interesting. Have I seen that before? It's very possible I haven't really, because that's one of the parts of the map I haven't quite gotten to yet. I feel like I've killed these guys before. I don't know if these things like respawn, but I feel like I feel like there were two guys here sitting next to each other, and last time I encountered a pair of those, I managed to stealth one with an arrow. But maybe it wasn't quite the same. This is interesting, though. Got an enemy somewhere in there. I just don't know where. So yeah, this is one of the last places on the map that I haven't uncovered. Okay, those guys are friendly. That's not, though. Nope. All right, let's go see if we can talk to... No. Can we do anything in this? Okay. Well, I don't exactly know what that does, but we are getting to, what does it say? Archspire. I see a darkness. That might be one of our quests. What is that? Okay, the refugees had a strange dream while camping near Archspire. Perhaps it would be worth finding their old camp and sleeping there. Okay. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I'm missing wildly. Good to get an ethereal cobweb because I've been a little lacking on those, which I need to... Yeah, I feel like I've been here. We approached it with respect. The tower allowed us to discover its potential. We don't know what it once was. We know that is now the way home. Be careful, pilgrim. When you enter, your soul must be strong and pure. I find myself in a strange dimension. Perhaps the source of Cole's peculiar affliction may be found within. There's the garlic I need. Egg, onion, getting some ingredients here. Garlic. So I just need some venison. Now is the map? Nope, no map. Okay, so we're sort of like in a dungeon. There's no map to speak of. Do a quick save. I've only got... Okay. I gotta tell you, like, I love the art direction. I love the, sort of the disturbing, unsettling horror that they're bringing to the visuals. I'm not normally a horror guy, but for some reason I don't mind it in games. Don't care for it in movies.
Help me. Come closer, please. Just for a brief moment. It won't hurt. Let me taste your blood. I need just a little. Let me bite you.
Alright, why do you want to bite me?
To ease the pain. Yours and mine. I need food, and you need a bit of care. You humans are fragile. I can handle that.
I need food, you need a bit of care. I can handle that. Yeah, why not?
What a wonderful moment. It burns!
Oh.
Your blood burns! It's a human! It's foul! I can't take this anymore!
slain the creature that poisoned Cole's mind. I should return to... Huh. Hitting a target is a 25% chance to... Oops. You know, I'm not going to worry about that now. So it's interesting. I guess, yeah, my blood is sort of tainted. So it would make sense that if it fed off of me the way it fed off of Cole, that might not go well. So one of the RPGs I really like to run, I'm sure I've mentioned it in some CRPG that I played. I don't know if I've mentioned it during Tainted Grail, but there's a game, it's a setting called Deus Vult. I guess it's a rule set-ish as well. And I'm trying to remember the game system it's for, because it's for, I think Mongoose Publishing has it. I want to say it's them, or it's the people that do Call of Cthulhu. Man, I might be the Call of Cthulhu people. Anyway, and it's sort of an offshoot of RuneQuest. And so the closest I've been able to do with that is using the Mithras rule set when I want to play it on a VTT. That worked great. And I cannot recall the original rule set. But anyway, it's definitely in the line of RuneQuest derivatives. Okay, so let's level up. Okay, so we've got strength, endurance, dexterity, practicality, perception. Endurance is going to be health, encumbrance, stamina. Perception is going to be some of that. Okay. And Deus Vult is sort of like a... Used a PlayStation controller because I've been playing a little Demon Souls when I was hitting A instead of X. And it's basically like, it takes place, during the Middle Ages, and you play monks, but you're not just monks, you're like super monks. There's some elements of James Bond in it. There's like horror mysteries, all sorts of stuff. And that's right, I was getting Silent Hunter down. And this is and at least and it has sort of like a horror element to it, sort of like a dark fantasy-ish horror element. And so the imagery in this game sort of strikes me as what I picture in my head when I'm kind of running Deus Vult. Okay, so we got the onion and the garlic. What I need venison. So if I see a deer running around, I kind of have to go for it, I think. I'm trying to see if I can get to this fast travel point without triggering these wolves. Not that they're tough, I just want to keep moving. So what we want to do, I still haven't seen the whole map though. What we want to do is we want to get back to town here. So we'll go to the Horns of the South. That's not where I want to go, though. So let me double check. What we want to actually do is go here. Oh, right. I need to actually activate. Okay, so... yeah, that's, well, he's not in the cage, so maybe that's a good sign, or did it do something unspeakably horrible? Like unintended consequences that we can't take back?
Oh, it's you. Did you hear? The keeper was cured. Cole wasn't so lucky. He's fallen into a strange state. A while ago, one of Fergus's men came by and told us, "You're bloody lucky Mahon got better." And that's the only reason we're still allowed to stay in the village.
Tell me about Cole in the strange state. So the keeper got cured. Cole's not so good.
He just sits there, staring. He doesn't notice anyone. It's almost as if all the life inside him is frozen. Even the part of him that was full of aggression.
Found the source of what made Cole this way, but I must have been too late.
I had a feeling something might change with your involvement. I knew you'd find something. I wish I could tell you more. I wish I could thank you. But right now, I just don't have the strength. You tried, and that means a lot. It's hard, and I don't think I can properly show my gratitude. I'm sorry.
Are you going to stay here?
I've been wondering why I should stay. But then I realised that Cole is still here. He's not himself, but his body is still here. His face. I can't leave him alone.
Keepers just let him out and allowed him to stay in the village?
Most of them wanted Cole dead, but Fergus forbade anyone from interfering. Since Mahon is getting better, he decided that Cole's fate is in our hands. But if anyone else raises a hand against him, they'd be sentenced, as if for murder. That cooled the tempers of the keepers and lessened the open hostility from the villagers. Besides, you've seen him. He hasn't moved much in the past few hours.
What are you planning to do?
I can't abandon him. Even if he's not exactly the Cole I knew, he still looks like him. I won't ask you to end his agony. How could I? I'll take care of him for as long as he lives. And then, I don't know. I'll probably leave this godforsaken place.
Okay. Got a couple options here. I can end Cole's suffering. I can kill Cole. Don't waste your life here. Spirituality, strength, practicality. Strength is my best stat, but let me try spirituality.
No. Cole is my responsibility. He will live as long as he's meant to. I know you probably had good intentions, but let me take care of Cole's life on my own. They say time heals all wounds. But this one feels like a wound that will always fester. One I can never forget. Okay.
Yeah, so I imagined none of those were going to succeed, but I felt like the way I couched that offer was the least cold. The other ways felt like they were more selfish. Like, hey, you don't need to deal with this. Where that one was like, hey, let me help him.
You've come to put me in the cage.
What?
Sorry. Just a bit of grim humour. You know, about what's been happening here. Such a mess, isn't it? Cola's alright, and Beatrice, what a shame. Such a fine girl. Anyway, I'm Ellis. Nice to meet you. What do you need?
I heard you had a strange dream some night ago.
Aye, there was a dream. Strangest bloody thing out of all the strange shite I've seen. When we woke up, we realised that every one of us had a weird night. I was out in the wild. I had this feeling like something was chasing me. But it was Col who really had it rough. Poor sod was moping around afterwards like he'd been hit by a sack of bricks.
Something about him changed, so this is probably...
Yes and no, to be honest. See, Col has always been quick to anger, especially when things went sour. And back then, an awful lot of things were going to shite. But this time, I don't know, it felt different. He didn't even bother chatting with Beatrice. Normally, they're a good couple, a real match, if you ask me.
Did Cole tell you what it was about? So I wonder if this is like backstory to the quest that I just sort of bumbled into the solution for?
No, he didn't talk to me or anyone else in the group. Guess he didn't want us to worry, especially his lass.
The night you had a strange dream, you were on night watch, weren't you?
Right. I admitted to them that I'd fallen asleep. My eyelids felt like they weighed a ton, and before I knew it, I was out. Maybe it's stupid, but I had this strange feeling, like something was inviting me into that dream of me. Don't ask me why. Feels mad just talking about it now, but, well, we were all dead tired, so it's probably just that.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Ellis. Goldsmithing is my life and passion, and between you and me, I feel like I'm losing my mind without it. When I hold tools and make beautiful things, it feels like I can bring some light into this wretched world. I wish I was somewhere where I could just do some goldsmithing, but I'm a bit scared. So, here I am, sitting on my ass in some village listening to waves and the screams of seagulls and old men. Nothing to write home about, even if I still had one.
I feel like goldsmithing, I don't know, is there a quest where I'm supposed to be doing goldsmithing? I'll have to double check that, I guess. What were you doing before you joined the other refugees?
I was working as a goldsmith in a group of, let's call them business people. I was once travelling with a caravan that got attacked by him. Their chief was a smart guy. The moment he heard I was a goldsmith, he knew what to do with me. He got me converting all the jewellery they stole into new pieces. Do you want to hear what I did once?
Sure.
We went to Timberwall. The gang wanted to rob some merchant's house. We holed up in a seedy tavern and waited for the right moment. Then, one night they broke in, came back with a whole load of trinkets. Beautiful stuff. The moment I saw it all, I instantly knew what I wanted to craft. They gave me a couple of days, tinkered for a bit, and then, ta-da! Brand new merchandise. After I was finished, I dressed myself all nice, went to that merchant's house and went, "Good morning, kind sir. I'm a goldsmith. My work is renowned in all of Camelot. Would you be interested in what I have to offer?" You know what he said? Of course I would. That nonce bought the entire lot, even though I inflated the prices like a street peddler. And when I came back, the others couldn't believe their eyes. I thought I was gonna keel over. I miss that.
Alright, so you sold it back to him? Nice.
They said it would get easier. I've already told you I'm not going anywhere. If you want something from me, then... Oh. I don't know you. I'm Dugard. You're not one of us. And you're not local either.
You could have chosen a better time to come here. Kind of poor ambience, if you know what I mean.
Well, at least we have a roof over our heads.
I heard that Keeper got better. And our call is still the same. Poor man.
I heard all of you had a strange dream some time ago. So have I talked to these guys?
What? Ah, yes. The people are making a fuss over nothing. A dream is just a dream. No need to dwell on it.
My boy Frang and I came here with the others. We left our village because... we had to. Well, I had to. But Frang is a good lad, so he came with me. I took him in, you know.
Found the poor sod at the mill, sleeping in the hay. He was chilled to the bone back then. But I could tell he'd be a strong lad once he thawed out. He used to help out on the farm.
Do you know where he comes from?
He's young, but he already has a couple of tattoos. Tribal ones. Means he must have been cast out of the Del Rita.
At first, people in our village gave him dirty looks. But then they realized he wasn't a bandit.
He was a good, hard-working kid. Then they started to treat him as one of their own.
Did he tell you why he was cast out?
Frang is a quiet boy, and he doesn't talk much about himself. I feel like those days with the Reader are long buried for him. Almost like he never lived them.
Where are you from?
Roscree. Few shacks and a small field of grain. I was a miller back there. My daughter married a good, hard-working man. Eventually, I gave them the mill.
Still helped around, but wanted to let the young folks learn how to work there. Then this kid, Frang, came along. Everything seemed to be going pretty well.
Something happened.
Of course, something happened. Life here can't just be bearable. Oh no. Everything has to get screwed up somehow. That's the way it goes in this cursed land. My dear Trina and her bairn. They got caught by a weird beast. I started to hit the bottle and finally, my son-in-law kicked me out. I left Roscree. And so did Fran. He says he has some kind of life debt. And he won't leave me alone until one of us drops dead.
Sorry about your daughter and grandkid.
I'm sorry too.
So how's life here?
To be honest, I'm a bit confused about what's going on. Usually it was me who yelled at everyone, and now I feel like a drudge. And this nasty thing with Cole. Poor lad. Shouldn't have ended like that. He and Beatrice got along very well. Let me tell you something. When I saw all these wrinklies around here, I thought this place would suit me. But then all this shit happened. I suspect we won't stay here long.
Alright, you know what? I might have a... Let me just double check. I'll be right back. This phone call I was supposed to take, I might be about to happen. Give me 1 sec, though. Okay, sorry, false alarm.
Feels heavier.
This guy's got the tattoos. Is this Frang? Yeah.
Something happened. Frang listens. Cole in the cage for the rest of his life. Das isn't no living. It would have been better to just end it.
Heard you had a strange dream. You're not from here. You're from blah, bomb, bomb. Nothing about Cole, though.
Frang doesn't no dream. Frang calls them visions. And yes, Frang had one not long ago. Alone, surrounded by wolves. They were no aggressive, so Frang felt no fear. It was they who feared Frang. Then, I caught the scent of blood and followed it. But I didn't reach the end. The vision stopped. Now, Frang waits for the next one, to see what's ahead.
So you're not from here?
Anywhere. Frang is attached to nowhere. I found a home with Dugald. I owe him a life debt.
You're from the Dalriada?
Frang was never a Dalriada. Not without a name. Without a name, you are nobody in the tribe. Like me. And if that lasts too long, you must leave. I left and became Frang. Frang. A name, and not a name.
What happened?
Nothing happened to Frang. A stray, taken in by a miller. That's all.
Would you like to be... I'm saying it wrong. Dalrita, I think is sort of how he's saying it.
Frang cannot be a Dalriada.
Oh.
His mother was. But the tribe decided that he was not worthy of a name. That is why he's not of the tribes.
Okay, do you know a Dalriada named Conquer?
Mm-hmm. Conquer. Wolf. Strong. Important name. Not seen in the south for a long time. Must be dead.
What do you think of the Horns of the South?
A place without a leader. As I see it, it will finally fall apart. One way or another.
How do you know?
There are no tales about a place that survived without a strong leadership. And it's not about kings, nobleshites, or chieftains. Titles are just words that pull the wool over a man's eyes. What's needed is a strong soul with a strong name. And their names mean as much as Frang's, which is to say, nothing.
What about the people you came here with?
Now they're a bit like Frang. Strays with no home. But Reese is strong, despite what happened with Cole. Ellis? He's funny. I like him. Rawson? I know nothing about her. And Dugald? A man who became Frang's father. He has my gratitude.
How about the people living here?
Don't bother.
All right. Have you met the keepers before?
Frang never met the keepers, but the unnamed boy did. Once, a few of them, many years ago, we fought. The unnamed boy survived even though he showed fear. Shouldn't do that.
Why did the unnamed boy fight with the keepers?
The keepers approached the camp of the boy's people. But that past does not belong to Frang. I'm Frang.
All right.
What's left for someone like me? You need something?
Kind of curious, is Cole up here somewhere? Like in this house? Maybe I should go... Can you hear me?
What's left?
Do you need anything? Man, it's kind of a noble thing that she's willing to take care of him for as long as needed, but yeah, that is not living.
Patrice has such a kind heart. I hope she manages to find some peace. A dream? Oh, yes. There was one, but I don't quite remember what it was about. I'm sorry, dear. Stay safe, dear.
Okay. So is that quest completed, or is there more to it? Might be complete. I need blueberries. I don't know. Did I grab... I might have the blueberries. Let me see if I have enough to make the pie. I've got egg, blueberry, and I thought I needed something else. Nope. Don't need to do that. Now, was this guy cured? Is that the idea?
Sometimes I think they're still waiting for me down there.
Nope. Talk to him. There's a special kind of herring I need, which I think I can fish for. Phew, 20,000? No. Not even close. Okay, so let's set up another quest. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Don't need to completely back out. Let me just see the map where it takes me for... Doesn't really take me anywhere. Okay, so let's choose... toothache. Okay, let's mark this because I feel like I've made the toothache remedy. So that's going to take us back to, well, it's back here, but let me
You're back! How's the remedy?
Alright, let's see how it goes.
Thank you! I'll finally be able to eat something. Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
Okay, so I got a figurine that gives me a 5 health boost permanently. But how do you use those? Consume, okay. Nice, okay. Got egg, blueberry. So let me see if I've got if I can find a place to cook. Let me see recipes. Cooked vegetable, cooked seafood, hunter stew, mom's pie. I'm missing, what am I missing? Flour. Okay, let's see if we can find some flour. Now there is a kitchen around here and I don't recall where it is. Okay. Oats, no. Groats, no. Just some flour. That's all I need. Venison. Let's buy one of those. No flour. Okay. Although I think he'll let me use this cooking station. So there's something else I can make now. Sour herring and cheese. I need... Got nothing, none of that. Hunter stew. What did I... Okay, Sigibald asked me to retrieve the documents he left at the inn after one of his drunken revels. Local medic asked me to perform a druid. I can't do that yet. Oh, that's what I needed the venison for. Okay, let me go get more venison. Venison, garlic, and I thought onion. Let me see if he sells onion. Onion, yeah, let's get one of those. Hopefully that's what we need. Do a quick save. Let's go fast travel. It's a tricky thing, right? Like, you want to... Games like this sort of... They don't require anything, but what they... Oh, Mother's Shrine. Is this where I was? Was it up here? You know, they really benefit from you being able to spend a lot of time in the game. But it's not always possible, so... So it's been nice, I gotta say, as much as it's not amazing to, you know, have my family away for quite this long, it has been nice to be able to sort of immerse myself in a few different things. Again, not the things that are the main passions of my life, but okay, let me quick save. 1 onion, 1 garlic, 1 venison. Okay, here we go.
Check it out. They did it. Somebody did it.
Impossible.
See, someone's here.
Damned morons.
Nobody could be stupid enough to actually fall for this.
And yet...
Hey, you there. We can't exactly see you because, you know, we're dead, but we can sense that you're here, so...
Congratulations! You've made it to the sacred site of knowledge!
Is that what we called it? I can't believe this shit. They actually fell for it. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Traveller, the knowledge you seek, the knowledge we druids decided to share with you is that...
You can kiss our dead magical asses and get the hell back to wherever you came from. Now scram!
What is this?
Oh yeah, I forgot. They always need answers, don't they?
Right.
What did you expect? A monster fight? Some grand artifact to carry you back home?
I did expect to be surprised by a monster. Yeah, that's true.
No monsters here. At least none you could fight.
Treasure would have been nice.
Yeah, you people and your treasures.
You remembered to take something with you?
Not really.
Here.
Here's your artifact.
You must carry it with you at all times or else. Oh my god, I just can't. Yeah. Now scrap.
Okay, should I tell Haber the truth about the surprise the druids had prepared for people like him? Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think he seems to be someone who pursues knowledge. So, I mean, you know, the answers are the answers, whether you like them or not. So let's get back down the hill, and then we can hopefully get to the fast travel beacon just ahead, and go from there. Let's go. Godunk. Okay. Or maybe he'll freak out. I don't know, but that's not where I wanted to go. Oh, yeah. Okay. All the refugees shared a dream. Let's go into that.
Do I look like a mystic to you? A shaman? A village witch? I don't think so. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more to worry about. If you're looking for answers about things like this, you should consult the literature on the subject. Though, I can't say I'd recommend it.
Okay. I met a knight who's convinced he's been cursed.
A curse? Fascinating. Let me think. Wait, no, I don't need to think. My useless Camelot education only taught me what could be proven. So, we never covered the existence of curses in class.
Okay, it seems like he truly believes that he doesn't want to come out from under the bridge. Okay.
Let me think. Among people of science, there is an opinion that the mind can get sick, just like the lungs or the heart. I fully agree. If a person believes there's a curse, it will come true, whether real or not. Sometimes the right mixture of herbs, certain habits, and some carefully chosen words can save a person, even when they're deep in the throes of despair or madness. This is a field more suited for druidic magic, however, since Camelot is stuck on the theory and doesn't seem to make any progress with the practice. I'm sorry I couldn't give you a tangible solution, but I hope I've pointed you in the right direction.
Oh, we're not done. So about that druidic scroll.
Yes? How did it go?
Okay, it was a sick juvenile joke by the druid. Okay, I'm going to do it.
Bastards. If this is how they behaved when they were all still alive, it makes more and more sense that people got fed up with them. But I don't get it, you know? Think about it. You have all this knowledge. You're practically a god among men, and yet you treat them like this. Why wouldn't you let the chosen few in on the secret? Why wouldn't you share the mystical arts? Or even just let them observe? How are we supposed to figure these things out for ourselves? It would have been beneficial for all of us if their writings, their rituals, and their deeds weren't written in code. If they were easier to understand.
They gave me this, mistletoe.
Mistletoe? Really? They gave you mistletoe? Useless junk, and a parasite to boot. Really nice way of proving their point that we're unworthy of their knowledge.
Okay, one more thing. The cromlech changed after the ritual. Okay.
What? Changed? Changed how? Is it bad?
Well, it certainly doesn't look good. There might have been dark magic.
Oh no. No. This is not good. Shit. We already have the undead, the weirdness, and the Del Rita to worry about. We don't need yet another problem on our hands. Besides, it's a known druidic site. What if news of something happening there reaches the Red Priests? They are ruthless in pursuing any remaining druids. If they find out about my interests, I'll be done for.
Okay, so what do we do now?
We don't do anything, because I still can't leave the keep. You need to find a druid and make him reverse this somehow.
Okay, I think I know somebody who could help us. I do know a druid in a cave around the beach.
You do? Oh, that's a relief. I won't ask any details. In these circumstances, the less I know, the better. Just tell them they have my gratitude. Please let me know when it's done. Otherwise, I won't be able to focus. I just hope nobody gets seriously ill right now.
Okay, another one down. I'm assuming that is Black Tar Prophecies. Let's do that. Neighbor says I should find someone knowledgeable in the druidic magic. I'm pretty sure Drest should be able to help us. Now, I'm assuming Drest is the druid I met on the beach, but that might not be true. Let's double check the map. Okay. Yeah, it's the guy on the beach. That's good. So it looks like I need to head out of town, then make my way down to the beach, and then hook a right. Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, part of me was like, oh, maybe I should focus on the main quest for a while, but the reality is that the main quest is just sort of help everybody in town, so I'm not quite sure when I'll be able to talk to the captain. I think I was reading oh man, was I reading something on the Discord that, again, at the time of this recording, it's August 13th, it's a Wednesday, that they might be, the Tainted Grail team might be working on a big patch that's like late game stuff. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but I thought that's what I was reading. So it's been good, like, it's what I heard, and it's sort of what's true about like Baldur's Gate 3, which I've been playing a lot of recently. The idea that the development process for both games, I think, was very front heavy. Like the early stuff got a lot of testing. It's a chest. There's a dead corpse here with a mana elixir. I'm trying to figure out if there's a little bit of environmental storytelling going on here, and I don't see it yet. But, yeah, so I was curious about that, letting this game sort of cook for a little bit. And it seems to have paid off. Because, I mean, again, like, so far, but of course I've heard the first part of this game is in really good shape as well, and so far it's been great. Like, absolutely no complaints for the most part. I mean, not for the most part. I don't think... I was qualifying it like that because I couldn't remember, but I don't think I've had any bugs. I don't think I've had any crashes. Now, I feel like I've dealt with these guys before, but... Okay, here's dressed. I've met a knight who's convinced that he's been cursed.
Oh, how terrible. And he's stuck somewhere, afraid to leave his safe spot, I presume? Poor soul. As far as abysmal living conditions go, I'm starting to think my cave might not be so bad. At least I can leave whenever I please. Not that I would ever want to.
Okay, didn't you hear what I said about him being cursed?
Yes, yes. I heard. I just didn't find it immediately relatable. Anyway, the curse. And how does it manifest?
He said he keeps trying to kill him.
Well, if it hasn't succeeded yet, it's either a lousy curse or... Tell me, how does he act? Does he seem incapable of focusing? Prone to outbursts? Muttering to himself? Stubborn as a mule?
It sounds like him.
Well, it isn't a curse at all. It's an ailment of the mind that forces the afflicted to seek meaning where there is none, and then base their life decisions on what they find. In extreme cases, such a person can, for example, starve themselves to death, or kill anyone who looks at them the wrong way. It's not a pleasant condition, but it's treatable.
Okay, what can I do?
You need to take a Grindelows tooth, powder it, mix it with sage, and pour the disgusting result into some alcohol. Give it to him and say, I don't know, something along the lines of, with the power of nature, I have released you from the power of the evil eye. Nature closes the eyelid of the eye to reverse the flow of negative energy from... something like that, blah, 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 blah. Well, it doesn't really matter. Just throw in the name of the poor sod at the end and you should be magically cured.
How can I be sure it'll make him better?
Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Since the curse isn't real, the ritual to break it also isn't real. It's all purely symbolic. But it works better if the one who performs it believes in the power of the spell. If you do it poorly, the knight might sense your insincerity and his reaction could be unpredictable.
Okay, I need help.
Do you now? Oh, I'm intrigued. Go on. What appears to be the problem?
I performed a ritual at an ancient cromlech and something bad happened.
And I gather it was supposed to happen? Oh, don't worry, I'm not judging. What you do in your spare time is between you and your conscience. Anyway, please continue.
The cromlech now looks like something from a nightmare.
God's damned southern druids. I dread to think what they were doing in that place. Don't worry, it's probably nothing a good cleansing can't fix.
Let's see, it looks dangerous, we can't leave it like this.
That seems like your problem. If I help you, what's in it for me?
Can you do it?
Guess I could, but what's in it for me?
Let's see, I gave you something nice to eat. Apparently there's a red priest in the Horns of the South. I could always go talk to him. Give him some poultry.
Now you're talking. If you don't mind, I'll take my payment up front. Splendid. Meet me at the cromlech. I will need your assistance with the ritual.
Disgusting health potion, okay. Cromlech, let me see if I've got the Grim whatever worm. Inventory, bag. Nope. Bag, right stick, okay. Jewelry, relics, potion, consumables. Crafting, okay. Nope, wrong tooth. Wolf fang, no. Nope. I don't think I'm going to have the, Nope. Okay. Well, maybe there's more. Alchemy. Iron tooth, nope. So let's see what the quest, Age of Excuse. Dress told me to prepare a fake remedy for the night because according to him it's definitely not a curse. But I don't know what the recipe is. So let me see. There's a fire here. Let me see if it'll let me. No, there's no recipe for fake. So I'm kind of curious if it actually doesn't even matter, but I don't know how to... Well, maybe I can just mix whatever ingredients I want, but I'm just nervous because he did technically specify something. So I don't know if I need to go hunt that down, but I might actually just, this is dumb, but I might actually Google it. Coin health. Okay. All right, where are we going? Back up here? Yep, okay. Yeah, I just got a thing in the chat about like how you can buy cheap viewers for your stream, and apparently, I mean, at the moment, again, the main thing I'm doing this for is the YouTube archive, but I do obviously stream it, and I'm not streaming to anybody in particular, so, but apparently that's like a real thing, is like it's becoming a commonplace. I was watching some video, and it was some kind of biggish musical artist was just flat out, I thought it was a musical artist, was just flat out saying like, yeah,
beneath me, sustaining all life. Air around me, inspiring all life. Fire above me, infusing all life. Water within me, soothing all life. Bring deep peace to this sacred...
You have no right to be here. Do you really think you can cleanse the great Cromlech with your filthy soul? Pathetic.
Who do you think you are? My soul will do just fine, arrogant wretch.
You'd know a thing or two about arrogance, wouldn't you, Dressed? I see you haven't changed one bit.
Knowing my name doesn't give you any right to claim familiarity with me.
Oh, I know more than just your name. After all, you once called me your little sprout. I was only a child when you left, but I remember you well. I remember the pain and sadness you caused. I even tried writing to you, begging you to come back, hoping it would make everything better. How stupid I was.
Iona? Is it really you? The gods. What have you done to yourself?
Me? What have I done to myself? No, this is all your fault. And you shouldn't put any faith in this one, unless you want to be stabbed in the back.
Okay, what makes you say that?
It's just what he does. He ruins things. My life, my mother's life, for whom we're all just a means to an end. How on earth did you, of all people, escape the Child Conclave? Why did it have to be you, you worthless traitor?
No matter what you think of me, I will not apologize for surviving.
You bloody well should.
How do you know Dressed?
He killed my mother.
Whoa.
He used her, stole her knowledge, and then made her into a showpiece for him and his druid friends to gossip about. And as if that weren't enough, he brought the Red Priests to our home.
That's nonsense. I would never.
Nonsense? And how do you think they found us? The druids wanted nothing to do with my mother until you came along.
Okay, so, well, let's get a little background. Who's your mother?
She was a Bandrui, one of the few women in history who completed the druidic rite of passage. But instead of being celebrated, she was vilified. The other druids detested her for merely existing. She led a very lonely life, until Dressed came along. He was the first one to approach her as a fellow druid, curious about her achievements. Except that was also a damn lie.
It wasn't. I swear it wasn't. I just wanted to meet her.
Shut up! Stop lying!
How'd you end up like this?
I wanted to be like my mother. to stop feeling so helpless. But I failed the ritual. I was too angry, too desperate, and too focused on getting revenge on my so-called stepfather. It quickly overwhelmed me. I ended up like this.
Foolish girl. Your mother was exceptional. Just because you're her daughter doesn't mean you could succeed.
If only you were there so I could ask you. But you weren't, because you left us.
Okay, so he wasn't the one who actually... Okay, this is it's a little nitpicky, but okay, let's see how she responds.
What difference does it make? My mother was special, and he was a nobody. The bastard pretended to love her, and then just left, discarded us both like we meant nothing. Mother was heartbroken, even more so when she found out that her beloved made a name for himself at her expense. When the Red Priests came, she didn't even put up a fight.
Enough of this. We came here to cleanse this place, and if that means getting rid of you... Ooh, that's brutal.
Sadly, it does. But there's a different way to do it. I managed to salvage some of my mother's work about the rite of passage. She believed that a failed ritual could be completed with a human sacrifice. A life for a life.
Don't do this, Iona. It will ruin you. Please, you can't let her. There must be something else that can be done.
Oh, you care now. Pathetic. You can stop pretending, Drest. We both know it's not me you're worried about.
Let me see, I'm not giving you my life.
I don't mean you. Drest should pay. I want justice for me and for my mother. I want him to pay for his crimes. It's a fair trade, isn't it?
I will not help you kill Drest.
Fine. Then I'll do it myself. I need these stones drenched with blood. His or yours, it makes no difference. I will be free again.
Kind of helping kill Drest. Now that he's dead, is it still on me? Okay. All right, I'm not sure how I feel about that that outcome.
Despite everything Iona told you, you still stood by me. Why?
Okay, so yeah, was it all true?
Yes, I am not proud of what I've done, but I never thought the consequences would be so dire. Sasha, Iona's mother, was a marvel. True rarity in our lifetime. Female druids are a fascinating subject. Yet in most druidic circles, they were treated like nature's mistakes instead of our rightful sisters. I wanted to be different. I wanted to approach her like an equal, and maybe understand how she'd managed to become one of us.
What happened?
Sasha was happy to finally meet a fellow druid who didn't look at her with disgust. She'd accumulated a vast amount of knowledge, and she shared it with me. Delighted to have someone to discuss things with. We grew close, became lovers. I even tried to be something of a father figure for Iona, although I always felt like she never fully trusted me. Clever girl, my little sprout.
Why did you leave?
Because I realised I was growing complacent. A family, a house, a wee garden. It wasn't what I was meant for. I was supposed to be pursuing knowledge, and proving to everyone how wrong they were about everything. But I couldn't face Sorsha and admit to it all. So I just left. As for what happened afterwards, I just wanted to share my discoveries with the others. But somehow it made Sorsha even less of a person in their eyes.
Do you know what happened to them?
No, I didn't. After the charred conclave, the world became a terrifying place. All I cared about was my own survival. I didn't even spare a thought for Sorsha and Iona. I don't want to talk about it anymore, please.
So here's the thing, like, for a little bit I was like doubting, like, did I make the right choice? Did he, like, I don't think like he did enough to get murdered in an eye for an eye fashion, but
A dryad. A phenomenon that occurs when a female candidate doesn't complete the rite of passage. As you saw, they are extremely powerful. Yet, they are cursed to remain more or less tied to the site of the ritual. I can't help but wonder if the solution Iona discovered would have worked as she claimed. It was not ideal, obviously, but it would still have been a breakthrough.
she was wrong to blame you. So that's the thing. I feel like there is, like, maybe he didn't act entirely like a gentleman, but
Was she? Obviously, I can't be blamed for what happened at the charred conclave. But I was the one who put her mother in danger. I had a hand in leading the priests straight to their home. Iona couldn't forgive me for that. And I won't forgive myself either.
Okay, so that might be a little more literal than I was realizing. Okay.
But did it have to end like this? I'm sorry, but if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone now.
Okay, Haber will be happy to hear that the Cromlech is safe again. So that's an interesting resolution to this little side quest. It's a resolution that nobody's happy with. And maybe I was better off killing him, but it seemed vengeful doesn't seem like the reason to do a druidic vengeance. It does not seem like a motivation to do a druidic ritual, but what do I know? There's no taking it back, so what are you going to do? Anyway, yeah, but the idea is like, yeah, like people just buy viewers and like, obviously I don't understand how money is made on streaming platforms at all. YouTube, here, anywhere. So obviously, what do I know about the economics of it all? But it feels like there's really weird incentives at work here. If somehow the algorithms and the engines driving these sites make it economically viable to just fake it, you know, like, well, what's the point, you know?
I figured it out.
What's that?
The mistletoe. Oh, how could I have been so blind this whole time? It's obvious, don't you see?
Is it? Please explain.
They weren't laughing at me, do you see? They were telling me to embrace the part that I play in the world. The part that we all play in the world. Listen, mistletoe was their sacred plant, right? We know it's a parasite, and in extreme situations, can even kill the tree on which it grows. Why would you worship a parasite? I finally got it. They realized that if everything goes well, it has minimal effect on the tree. Sometimes it's even able to give something back. Even better, it's evergreen, so birds can feed off it in winter. And even though it's poisonous to humans, druids were able to make medicine out of its fruits. Do you see?
I don't.
It's so obvious that it's no wonder the answer eluded us all. It's not about the mystical arts, the scrolls, or the rituals. That's all smoke and mirrors. It's about observing nature and drawing the right conclusions. Mistletoe feeds off the tree, but it doesn't just take. It gives back, just like we all do. We always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. That's meant to be our role in the world.
So here's the thing. We always take from something. The trick is to give back more than we take. That makes sense. I was going to say, I don't feel like that's depressing. I feel like giving back more than we take is a good goal to strive for.
Yes. It's about understanding our place in the world as parasites, but useful ones. There's no more knowledge to gain besides what's already here. The trick is, we need to learn to see it. This is my new quest. Thank you for initiating this discovery.
Cromlech is safe again.
There goes another chance to join the guild. I really thought that scroll would be my way in. Instead, it just caused a mess I couldn't even clean up myself. Anyway, what happened back there?
Alright, there's an angry dryad trapped in the Cromlech.
Oh, now that's just fantastic. Another discovery slipped right through my fingers. I guess I'm doomed to stay here, curing hangovers for the rest of my days.
Maybe I'll finally be able to unwind a little. And there's still the mistletoe. I think it has a meaning, and I might be getting closer to grasping it.
Okay, what guild are you talking about?
The Alchemists Guild, of course. Though it's more of a secret society than an actual guild, and I probably shouldn't be telling you this. But who cares? Taranis is probably right. I'm just not cut out for it. They'll never recruit me, so why bother trying?
Taranis, I've met him.
He's still trying to kill that monster of his, isn't he? I almost wish someone would knock him down a peg by stealing the kill right out from under his nose. Even if I'm unfit for the guild, he could have been a bit nicer about it. I know that as a healer I shouldn't wish ill on others, but some people make that difficult.
Let me see. Why don't they want to recruit you?
Apparently I don't challenge myself enough. And maybe they're not wrong. The thing is, the keep isn't always like this. We're not trapped inside these walls all the time. Yes, you have to sacrifice things like having a family. But the other limitations, we create those ourselves. Just look at Marg, our hunter. Even now he comes and goes as he pleases. What I'm trying to say is that maybe I should accept the truth. I prefer staying inside these walls. I wish I could be more, but I also need to feel safe.
You know, maybe if you learned how to keep a secret, you'd have a chance.
Now that's... all right, fine. That's not entirely unfounded, but still, it's a bit rude.
Okay. Okay. Bum. Okay, another quest down. Slow fall. That could be interesting. That also... oh, okay, there's some interesting alchemical some potions here that might be good. Restores 80% and gets one drunk. That's good. What I'm really looking for is, was there a recipe for... oh, hey, Matt, what's up? Have you showered and eaten today? Did you drink water? Just checking in your bachelor week. Let's see. I think my wife and I are going to watch Altered Carbon, using it as a lure for Cyberpunk Red that we plan on playing. Yeah, that would be great. I started reading... I need to watch it. I started reading the novel, and I don't know why I stopped. I get sidetracked very easily. I think what happened was I traveled and I forgot it at home, and then just... but I thought the book was solid so far, but part of me feel... but it wasn't like the most amazing thing in the world, so I feel like... and this might be true of most Cyberpunk, there might be something to watching it. I don't know if that... because there's so much of what Cyberpunk is is the atmosphere, which it's not that books can't capture that, see Neuromancer and stuff like that, which, started the whole thing, but there is something to watching it that feels unique to cyberpunk. Now, what I've heard, have you watched any of it? Have you watched any of it yet?
Blessings upon you, stranger. May the word always resonate within your soul.
Okay, thank you. I've already been blessed.
What do you mean, my child?
You're a red priest. I think you have a pretty good idea what I mean. Must have been a long time since. Okay, yeah, let's go back to back on the island. Let's do that.
Indeed, my child. I have served in the Horns of the South since I turned 20. So, it's now my 40th year in the service of Kai and this noble abode. As for the asylum, I only know as much as my brothers deem necessary to relay to me in their letters. I only receive reports on their progress towards curing the Red Death. I'm afraid that I simply cannot believe your blasphemous words without proof.
Believe what you want, my scars speak for themselves. I must have had some kind of proof. Didn't I grab books or something?
So it's your word against the word. Let's leave it at that.
Also, just to say, Matt, doing a wellness check. Have I bathed and eaten today? I have. I'm not a total mess.
It's a sickness, a corruption, but also a mystery. Many of my brothers would call it a curse, a stain upon Avalon that must be purged. And yet, I wonder, did Kai not teach us that all things have a purpose? That even suffering carries wisdom? The weirdness twists and warps, yes. It consumes and it takes. But it also gives. Life grows in its wake. Strange and terrible, but life all the same. If we are to fight it, we must first understand it. And that is what frightens the Church most of all. Understanding.
Are the Horns prepared to fight the weirdness?
As prepared as any men can be against something they barely understand. The swords and fire will hold back beasts. But what of the creeping rot that twists flesh and mind alike? But there is one thing. The Excalibur they keep here. It has not been wielded in an age, yet the weird does not creep near it.
How come? Yeah, we need to know more about that Excalibur.
Well, even as it rests upon its pedestal, the air around it remains untouched. The tendrils of corruption that strangle stone and steel refuse to claim it. The Keepers may not see it for what it is, but I do. There is power in that blade. Something ancient, something beyond the Church's teachings. And if it truly holds back the weirdness, then perhaps it was never meant for men alone.
So you feel safe here?
Safe? No. But safer than most, I suppose. But tell me, what is safety, truly? A stronghold? A weapon? A prayer? I've seen men with all three fall just the same. So no, I do not feel safe. But I do feel watched. And sometimes that is enough.
Okay, open shop, see if there's...
Kai's blessings know no bounds. But sometimes it's useful to seal them in a handy flask.
7 commandments, blood transfusion, mother's embrace. What's this? Light cast. It's a buff. Heals you. Ooh, heal. What do I? Oh, 7 spirituality. Are you kidding me? How much does it cost? It costs 2,000. I've got 342. Woof. Okay, so 7 spirituality. I feel like that might be worth getting. What have I got in my stash that I can sell? Sell from stash. Leather boots of roots. I feel like I don't need that. Let's sell that. Strength, endurance, melee damage. Maybe do I have anything to sell on me? What's this mace? What's up with that? See, again, I'm hesitant to... I can definitely sell these because Knight's Boot, sell that. The Gladius, sure. Copper throwing knives. Cowl of the Waning Moon. I think we can lose that. Wolf Fangs. Another Burning Ember. Another Camelot Soldier's Gladius. Another Burning Ember. We sell that. That. Orb of Vortex. Damage. Okay. Life Transfusion. I haven't loved this. No, I haven't been able to use this one yet. Okay. I'm gonna sell that. Flame Torrent will keep. Mana Battery. Arcanus Sword. I think I'm going to sell it. No, hold on to it. Big bonk. Woof. 12 strength. Two-handed. I'm going to sell it. Iron helmet. Scorching pathway. Ooh. Okay, so maybe it's time to start pumping some points into spirituality. Machete 4. Okay, there's a lot here that I just not super familiar with. That could be, man, that could be useful. Let's sell that. Sell that. Let's sell that. Let's sell that. Okay, so we need, I think it was like 2,000 gold to get that thing. We're getting there. Let's sell this because I don't love it. Because I did stupidly, when I was upgrading stuff, just blow through cash.
May Kai's word always guide you. In the word, you will find solace.
I do need to go back to my stash, though, because I am running around with, like, ore and stuff that I don't need. That. Receiving fatal damage leaves you with 100% max health instead of dying, but destroys. Oh, I see. So it's sort of okay. So let's park that. Let's park that. Let's park some of the spells. This is not the one I have equipped though, so got a nice collection of spells going. I just can't cast any of them. I definitely don't need that. Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's quick save right here. Let's see how it's going. But I hope Matt enjoys. It looks like he jumped off, but I hope he enjoys Ultra Carbon. And one of the things like I'm really not good at is, it's not really that I'm not good at it, but the TV that I watch is basically reserved for when I'm with my family. I don't get a lot of, well, that's not true. I could have TV time on my own.
To have a break.
But I don't. If I have like time, I would rather record something for this or play a game or do something like with video games or RPGs, something else. Add a relic slot for 500. Sure, why not? We're going to put Frenzy or Physical Damage by 3% or Burning. Burning's kind of good. Inflicts Burn. Let's put a Burning Stone in there, or yeah. Okay. Any upgrades? This is how I was spending like a shit ton of money. Yeah, so the next upgrade would cost, I've got the material, it would just cost, a little over 1100 gold, which I don't have. Handcrafting, what do I got? Lockpicks from... Okay, so I can make a bunch of those. What do I got here? Let's see, Thundercall crystals. Thunder's conjured at the point of impact, so it's kind of like a hand grenade. Arrows, let's see what we need for this. I can make 10 arrows, that's not bad. What do you do with leather? I guess we'll find out. Let's make some. I don't think I need to make more lockpicks. I feel like I've got a decent number. So, okay, so that's something. Let's look at some quests. See what we got. Unforgettable, no. Okay, let's try Creed. But yeah, when I have the spare time, like I said, my wife and kids are out of town. I was watching on Paramount Plus. I had started the agency with my wife, and she's like, "Yeah, I like it, but I don't like. There's other things I'd probably watch instead of that." So I was like, "Okay, I'll keep going on my own." And so like tonight I watched an episode, but at this rate I'll finish it 9 years from now. And it's a show that I genuinely really like. The Expanse is a show that I love, but I'm like in season 4 because I just don't take the time to watch television. I feel like it's all arbitrary, but I feel like, you know, getting stuff up on Black Lodge's YouTube channel, I feel like there's other things that are more, I feel like it's more, it accomplishes more, even though none of it accomplishes anything. All right, I don't think I've been in here yet. Let's talk to the tavern keeper real quick just to get that going.
Beer from Kunacht, wine from Farshire, moonshine, only local, the best there is. And fish, lots and lots of fish. What's your poison?
Some time ago, one of the keepers left some important documents here.
No, I don't recall anything like that.
He said he left them after the last drinking bout.
No, listen. I don't know what's going on, but I doubt any of the keepers had anything important on them. Half of them couldn't tell the quartermaster's seal from a pile of horse dung someone stepped on.
He said they should still be at the Stale Lamb Tavern.
But that means... No. Impossible. What if... Holy moonshine. I remember. Sigibald. It was Sigibald who left those documents behind. I've no idea how you found out about it. Sigi. He's dead. Taken by a fever.
I met him. He asked me to get the documents back.
Aye, of course I have. I didn't just throw them in some cabinet. I was afraid they'd fall into the wrong hands. He was a good man. I wouldn't get rid of my only memento of him. Here, after what you said, I assume you'll make good use of them. Even though I'm still not sure what to think about it. Things are getting weirder and weirder in our beloved Avalon.
Tell me more about Sigibald. What was he like?
Well, he died like he lived, with a tankard in his hand. The boys always said Sigi was a friend worth 5 others. And he was. He was a prankster like no other. Once, he slipped a rotten egg into the quartermaster's dinner. Never a dull moment with him, that's for sure.
Thanks. I need to go.
No problem. Listen, if by some miracle you really talked with Sigibald, please, give him my warm regards. I don't understand anything anymore.
Alright, tell me about this place. Okay, got the documents.
You mean the old pier? Well, first of all, it's not that old. Brennan was already the captain when it was built. Why is it called that? Don't know. Probably because of all those old folks around. A lot has been happening here lately. Plenty of new faces. I definitely can't complain. I'm finally running a proper tavern. People come and go and the regulars drink as usual, as it should be. Daddy will be proud.
Did your father also run a tavern?
Aye, not here, obviously. You won't see your old man here unless your name's Dara. Mine sent me here because he hoped I'd make something out of my life. He never wanted me to pour a beer and look at the same tired mugs day in, day out, but as it turns out, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I got mauled by a werebeast during a hunt, and after that, the captain decided I wasn't any good for active service, so he sent me here. I was bored out of my mind, and since there wasn't one here, I decided to start a tavern. At least I'm not as bored anymore.
Not that I think, oh wait, is it the carp I need? I don't think it is. It's herring that I need, some kind of herring. Okay. Okay. I never thought there would come a time in my life when I would write this letter. Until now, I believe that all bad things that happened since you left were caused by your poor decision. I also blamed you for losing Arian. It's funny how things change over time. It seems that I've changed too. I don't even know if this stupid letter will ever reach you. If it does, I'm sorry, and I accept your apologies. Okay.
Excuse me, Could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean, not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag.
Sorry, who are you?
My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm here with my husband, a very important cloth merchant. But surely you must have heard about our family. Not to brag, but we are rather prominent. I am famed amongst Camelot's courtiers for throwing the most magnificent feasts.
Your dress is unique.
Thank you. I designed it myself. I wanted to blend in with the people of the South. The savage tribes, the brave lightkeepers. I wanted to make an homage to them with my new style, and I do believe I've succeeded. I can feel everyone here gazing at me with awe.
Let's see, definitely. Let me see if the perception works.
Give it a few weeks and everyone here will be trying to copy me. It happens in Camelot all the time. It's almost insufferable.
So I don't know if that means I succeeded. What are you doing in the South?
Well, my Duncan is here on business, of course. A very important contract with the Lightkeepers. I decided to accompany him because I have never been to the South, and I've heard so much about its wild, untamed beauty. So far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell... it's like stale fish and sweat. Hopefully I don't have to suffer it much longer. Pray, tell me, do you know anyone here who would run a small errand for me?
Yeah, just tell me what needs to be done.
You see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned estate overlooking the sea. It's not very far from here, but it's far enough away from all this rabble. If we stay here for a while, I need a place for myself. You understand that, right? The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants, not legal ones, mind you, who need to be evicted. Forcibly, if there's no other way. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Splendid! I can't wait to start decorating. Maybe something nautical, to go with the sound of the waves crashing on the cliffs? Or do you think that's a trifle trite?
The 1%, yeah. Okay, let's,
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I've tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer?
Let me see. Who are you?
You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon.
Great to meet you. What are you doing here?
Biding my time until a brave adventurer with a death wish comes along and asks if there's anything they can help me with. Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child?
The child needs to know the details.
I came to the Horns of the South because I found a fascinating book. It referred to a certain object, a figure most likely, which has the ability to dispel the wordness like a menhir can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area. However, when I asked those nincompoops about it, they just laughed at me. They said that the Andraste wasn't carrying anything of value, and even if it was, they wouldn't freeze their butts off in those chilly waters.
Okay, tell me about this book.
The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal?
Fine. Could you hand me the book, my lady?
And they say young people don't want to learn anything. Come on, chop, 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 get to reading.
Okay. It was not a good place, especially not for humans. The odd instruments used for gods knows what, the signs written in a strange language, and that disturbing figure. To this day, the mere memory of it makes me shiver. And to think that all of this was, and maybe still is, lurking so close to the horns of the south. If you ask me, they should bury the entrance to that mine and seal it up forever. I tried to convince Captain Lex not to take anything from those accursed chambers, but he wouldn't listen. The four-armed figure didn't look like all that much to me, but I could see how alluring it was to the captain. It reminded me of those strange menhirs I heard about from the inland villagers, only not so impressive in stature. On the captain's orders, we threw the cargo into the hold and steered toward the Isle of the Dead and its island asylum. Isle of the Dead, writing these words now and reflecting on everything that happened afterwards, I realize now how cruel that name is. Let's see, I was wrenched from my musings by a roaring sound, almost like a clap of thunder. It knocked me off my feet, flinging me at the mast like a rag doll. It took me a while to realize that something had hit the bottom of the ship, something huge. Water flooded the deck, people were running around screaming. Well, at least those who hadn't already been thrown overboard earlier. I had no idea what was happening. Did Nolly ram us into some rocks? Then came another blow, this time port side. That was when I saw her. Every sailor in the South has heard stories about the terror from the deep, and there she was. Her scaly body gleamed before my eyes for only a moment, but it was a sight I will never forget it for as long as I live. The ship was sinking, yet I could not stop staring at the spot where I had seen the sea monster. A moment later, a piece of the mast hit me in the head, and I lost consciousness. To this day, I do not know whether I owe my survival to the will of the gods, a twist of fate, or a whim of the monster. Why me? Was I chosen to tell this story? And if so, then that is what I shall do, and I humbly offer my thanks to forces I cannot comprehend for giving me the chance to fulfill this task. Okay.
You remember Sewell Firstfoot's tomb? Used to be a popular pilgrimage spot, but ever since the flooding, nobody's been out there.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. The whole place is forgotten, like it never even mattered. Pilgrims stopped coming after the water rose.
You've heard the rumours, right? Some say the Druids caused the flooding. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past them.
I don't know. Druids? Why'd they bother flooding a whole village? What's in it for them?
Maybe they wanted to keep folks away from something. Or they weren't too fond of Sewell getting all that attention. Druids are a strange lot.
Strange, sure. But flooding a village to stop pilgrims sounds a bit far-fetched to me. Could have been something else entirely.
Doesn't matter much now. The tomb, the village, it's all gone. Nothing but water and memories left.
Aye, a place lost to the depths, and with it, a piece of our history.
Okay. All right. Boom.
Not one, but two noble ladies in a tavern tonight. That's a rare sight around here.
Okay. Okay, I can bring them back to the keeper. Where are we going with this? Okay. Just going back to the main city, so let's fast travel there real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so I mean, again, like I was saying, I mostly watch TV with either my whole family or just my wife. With my son off at college, a lot of TV over the summer has been me, my wife, and my daughter. Because she has some free time. Once school starts up in a couple weeks, I imagine that might not quite be the same. And for the most part, my wife and I, we have overlapping taste.
You're back. Hi.
I've got the documents. You were right. There were no problems.
I told you, Ron is a good guy. And here's a little something for you. You know I pay well.
To be honest, Ron was a bit confused.
Yes? What's the matter, my friend?
Well, you're dead.
You're really good at this today. Wait. Oh, you're serious. I understand. For so many years, I've been afraid to open this letter. But it looks like I needed to read it. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me?
I have a passenger inside me who must have wanted... Okay.
Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time.
Okay, looks like I've got a level. That was a twist. I did not expect that. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on for quests. Okay, Keeper's asked me to... I need flour for that. Not sure where to get... Oh, you know what? Maybe... Let me see if the merchant, the woman that's a merchant by the front gate, maybe she has some flour?
Oh, what a nice day.
But yeah, you know, so my wife and I are often able to find something we can enjoy. You know, there's always new stuff coming out, obviously, and there's enough that fits the bill. Oh, there's no, okay. What's the point of all of this if I can't, But the things that I enjoy that she does not involve science fiction and Twin Peaks. The whole crux of this channel. See, this abandoned house. So, like, if I want to do a Twin Peaks rewatch, I'm on my own. If I want to sage, hoping for some flour. So it makes it tricky because, again, we use it as a way to, like, you know, just, you know, if you are, you know, trying to get by in life, it is, it's a lot. It is a lot. So it's nice to be able to unwind a little bit at the end of the day, just hang out. Before crashing for the night. So, you know, again, there's always something we can find. But it means, like, you know, The Expanse, I just don't make the time to do it. Rewatching Twin Peaks, as I've wanted to do for a while, don't take the time to do that. Altered Carbon, which I started watching on Netflix before I read the book for a little while, and I thought the premise was really interesting, and I like the star. I think his name is Joel Kinnaman. I mean, I like the other guy too, and I feel bad at James Purfoy or something. I mean, they're all solid. And Dakin Lockman or something from now she's big on Severance. I think she's in the first season. So, like, I like a lot of the cast. I like the premise. But again, yeah, I just didn't make the time. Okay, Mom's Pie again. We're still missing flour. Okay. It's weird that you can't buy flour. So the current quest that we have going on is... Okay. Dress told me to prepare a fake remedy for the night because, according to him, it's definitely not a curse. So the question is, does it even matter what the remedy is? Let's track that one. And let me see if we can just talk to him and figure it out from there. Where is he located? He was under a bridge. There's a bridge there, but is that where he is? Is it that bridge? I think it's that bridge. So let's... Let's head there. And let's see if it'll, like, if it matters what we give him. Now, there's a pretty big bear up ahead on the road, so let me see if I can get around him. Now, is this actually the bridge, or is this, there he is. Okay, his horse is up. I guess that's good, right? Gonna quick save, because it's been a while. Or is this actually... No, this isn't the right... Desperate peasant's gonna attack me. I could have swore that, this was the bridge. Huh. That's a little disturbing. I don't know where, Okay, that's where I can fish, but I don't know where the guy is. If I thought he was under this bridge here. Let me keep... South seems like the wrong direction. Let me go north. Here we go. Quick save. Let me just see if it's enough to talk to him. Oh man, this is brutal.
Honestly, I'm a week.
Okay.
Be careful.
Okay, let's pick a different quest for now then, and yeah, I don't feel good about this. Let's track this one. Let's see where we got to go on the map. Okay. Southwest, find a fast travel point. So yeah, so sci-fi is something that I fall behind on quite a bit. And so like, and you know, the agency, I'll figure that out somehow. And that's the trick. Like I guess that says something more about me. Like I'll make the time for sort of espionage spy shit. And sci-fi, even when I'm like, The Expanse is one of my favorite sci-fi shows of all time. But yeah, I still don't quite make the time for it. Now, I've cleared this house out already, so I don't know if it's gonna respawn or if it's gonna... just gonna count it once I get up there. Although I don't know if I went inside. I did take out a couple of people around the house. I do remember that. Nope. That one very badly. So I need to do a couple things. First, I need to make sure... luckily, I did quick save just before coming in. Let me see what the checkpoint is. I need to get some quick slot healing items going. I think I should have some in my inventory, so we'll start with that. And maybe there's a way I can sneak in and get like a sneak attack in to start the fight, but there seem to be at least 2 people in there. Nope. Let's get out of here. Nope. Avoid. Shit, I'm stuck on everything. So I want to take out the deranged whoops, just stand there taking it. There we go. I want to, whoa, get it down to one-on-one. Now I saw somebody do this in Daggerfall, where they use like a sarcophagus to shit. Just standing right there, taking it. Yeah, just walked right into that. Okay, so I need to load game, not load last checkpoint. 1%. Yeah, that's I think when I was about to walk in. We actually, we're watching it, as a family because it's wholesome family stuff. I don't know if I mentioned this already. We're watching Mindhunter, the Netflix show about the beginning of the behavioral science unit. Watched the first season. I think my daughter thought it was really good, but I think she didn't like it as much as a show we watched right before that involves serial killers called Blackbird. That was a genuinely good show on Apple TV. And so I think she's interested in watching the second and potentially final season of Mindhunter, but she wants to watch something else first. So I was trying to think of something that might be like a little more fun. And we'll go from there. But yeah, my wife and I will, when we get back to watching TV, I'm sure we'll find there's like Monsieur Spade, which was on AMC, I think. Let me get rid of this guy as fast as possible. Okay, now let me heal. It was interesting. It's Clive Owen, and he plays Sam Spade, but Sam Spade in France, like after his career as a private detective is over. Which I thought was an interesting premise, and I sort of like checked out like the first 20 minutes of it. I was like, hey, this might be something that might be interesting. I just got to figure out. It's leaving Netflix, so I got to figure out what channel it's going to be on. Okay, there we go. We're going to leave all that. Nope, don't want to do that. The question is... Take that. So I don't know if this was like a missed opportunity. Like they could have... Now I wonder if in a Bethesda game they might have made this one where like you can either fight them or you can buy them out, or they make a sob story about how they need to live here. Just something to make it like not quite so easily of a choice, not so easy of a choice where it's just like, oh yeah, just kill them, they're bandits. Again, not that it matters too much. So I've got the cheese, now I just need to get the special herring, which now is marked on the map of how to fish there. So now I need to set a bonfire. Fast load times. I don't know if that's just a product of today's hard drives or if it's really that optimized of a game. I needed some spirituality, right? I needed to get that up to like 4. So let's do that. Boom. Let's see what summoning could be interesting. Summoner's Battery. Each active summon increases your mana regeneration by 5%. What's going on with perception? Was there something there that was useful? Is that the stealth one? Increase sneak damage by 50%. That could be good. Let's do it. Maxed out. So we're super quiet when we're let's confirm that. Okay. Level 15, that's solid. I feel like yeah, that's still can't find flour. Okay, so the woman is in the tavern, but in the fishing village, not here. So let's head back there. But, you know, speaking of Cyberpunk, and I mentioned the book Neuromancer, I am really psyched to see what Apple TV does with Neuromancer. They're sort of in a weird golden age of, I mean, I know we had a golden age of television, like when Mad Men and all those shows were on, and we're in like a different kind of golden age where like a show that's given a shot, like they really put money into it, but they don't always stick around, and it's being taken over by Silicon Valley companies instead of, I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, there you are. Look, darling. It's the lovely mercenary I hired to clear out that seaside estate I told you about.
You did what?
Well, you told me to deal with it, so I did. You didn't expect me to just sit on my hands while surrounded by unwashed fishermen, did you?
Look, I'm sorry about my wife. Whatever she told you to do, forget about it. I'll pay you for your trouble.
She was very insistent.
Trust me, I can imagine. Unfortunately, she often gets lost in her enthusiasm. We weren't, at least I wasn't planning on staying here any longer than necessary. We have no need for an estate.
Well, that's your opinion. One I simply do not share.
But I've already done what she asked me. I mean, I guess could I have just taken the house?
You have? Oh, that's wonderful. I can start planning the welcoming banquet. I'm thinking sea foam made of spun silver? Dancers dressed as alluring sea creatures.
And who are you going to invite, The crabs? None of your friends from Camelot are going to come all this way just to have dinner, are they?
Dear gods, Duncan. You're so plebeian. Of course they will come. Besides, there must be some important people here. Weren't you just talking with them? You can invite them too.
Good luck with that. Are you sure the place is safe now?
Yeah.
That doesn't exactly build confidence.
Oh, nonsense, Duncan. Why must you always be so malcontent? Try looking on the bright side every once in a while, will you? I, for one, am simply ecstatic to start decorating our new nest. Trust me, when it comes to home decor, my tastes are unparalleled. Now, Duncan, please be a dear and pay the nice mercenary so we can be on our way to our new residence.
Oh, joy. Here's your money. Have a nice day. At least one of us will.
Oh, and do come visit us once we're all settled. I wouldn't mind some company amidst all this dreariness. Truly, there's so little to do here in terms of proper entertainment.
Okay. Another one. 1,000 coin. That's key. Although I think I was upgrading, so I'm not too flush at the moment. I've got 1,259. I needed 2,000 for... I needed 2,000 for that healing spell and 4 spirituality. Okay, so let's see what we got for another quest. Let's track the herring, because I know that's a area on the map. Let's head out. I don't really know, again, wasn't entirely specific what I needed to do to sort of advance the main plot, but I think I need to go up here. Again, I'm curious, does this ogre... I'm hoping the ogre is a... like another 1,000 experience, it seems like. So I feel like that's like a permanent, hopefully, gives you something to sort of chase around the map. Don't know where the... You know what? Let's just go to the beach and then we'll figure it out. The place that gave me trouble early on in the game?
Back to your hovel, coward!
I'm hoping it is, because I think, if you remember, like one of the earliest sessions, I spent a little while sort of just wandering randomly, and I feel like I sort of got swarmed and overwhelmed there, and it's nice to be able to go back and kick its ass. It's one of the nice things about, one of the things I really like about role-playing games is that you can...
I'm not giving up yet!
Something I really like about games that don't have, like... Oh, shit.
Not scared.
Like scaling power curves.
I will bleed you! You are nothing but a... Your armor won't save you!
Okay. Yeah, so if that's the case, maybe I just finally got my revenge. Nope, I keep hitting B to like exit the menu, where it seems like what you're actually supposed to do is just walk away. And again, I felt like I... Oh, it's because I didn't hit A? Whoop. I'm just smacking mics around. Alright. Let's see. I was about to look up something, but... Smuggler Bay Caves, okay. That's not what I'm here for yet. Shit. There we go. Interesting. What's an Eclipse Shard? Looks like a sword of sorts, but the guide to hunting monsters on this blasted island. It's not worth it. This could be the end of the guide, but I know you won't listen, so here's some more. Maybe someone will rise up, who knows. One day an alchemist might offer you anything, even a kidney, for Grindelow teeth. Say no. Their bites hurt like hell, and I swear their spit's poisonous. The Grindelow is what they were telling me to, let me see. 1 sec. Okay, one day not. Okay, so the Grindelow teeth, I think, is what the guy said to make the made-up potion out of. So their bites hurt like hell, and I swear their spit's poisonous. Your friends might say that the caps of red caps will fetch a good price. They'll tell you that you just need to hunt a few to make a fortune. Tell them to get stuffed. Red caps will cut you into ribbons before you draw your blade. Ask yourself, is gold worth more than your arms, your legs, your life? If yes, here's your first rule. Make sure the monster's bloody dead before you start cutting. Fool's Rush, okay. So I should have a fishing rod, and I just need to figure out how to fish. Now there's something right there that I'll have to pay attention to in a bit. Okay. Something tells me I'm going to need need the spear more than fishing rod. Let's see if it tells me how to go about doing this. Let's activate the spear, I guess, just in case. Or let's try a fishing rod, maybe? Whoops, I keep hitting the wrong button. Let's take a look at this, though. The Eclipse Shard. I don't have the practicality. For each parry, your attack is applied 1 extra time. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's try a fishing rod. I don't know how to fish, though. Okay, to catch a fish, wait for a bite, press A to begin the struggle. Release and hold the button to keep the hook inside the moving bar until the fish gets tired. If you fail to keep the hook inside the moving bar, the fishing line will wear down, and if its durability reaches 0, it'll snap. The fish will escape. Probably missing something very obvious. Supposed to be doing. Oh, I see. Okay, just hold it. Really special herring. Nice. Okay. Okay, I got what I need. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of wondering. The last fishing game I did, the last RPG I did that had fishing was Fable. And, it was all about tapping as fast as humanly possible, so. That's definitely not the case here. So if I go to the map, there was something over here that I could explore. I don't know if it was there's a shipwreck that's part of my quest. Let me... The Last Voyage. Let's mark that just in case it's right next door here. Well, let me just see what's over at this rock, just because I'm curious. Do a quick save just in case. Oh yeah, here's the Grinlow. Okay, so now I've got a Grinlow tooth that I can use. Oh, here's the wreck. Okay, personal diary of Captain Lex, 12th of Hawthorne, Moon 518. Waters are strange. Although we don't make long journeys, our recent sailings were unbearably prolonged, as if the sea currents did not favor us and our dear Andraste. I thought I knew these waters like the back of my hand, and yet even an old sea wolf can be surprised, or something's in the air. 13th of Hawthorne, Moon 518. As the wind howled and roared, dark clouds gather over us. The storm has knocked us off course. We hit the rocks. If we are where I suspect we are, then we are lucky in all this misery. There should be a few caves not too far away. With the rest of the surviving crew, we should be able to drag the cargo there. Pity about the Andraste, though. Okay, let's see if they found some caves in the rocks here. Unless the caves are underwater because of... Summon Keeper, alright. So, So it's telling us to head back. Now there's caves nearby, it said, about dragging the cargo. I don't know if they mean... like back on shore? Because there is the... You know, I just cleared the little bandit camp over there, maybe, and there was an entrance to go inside. Maybe I should check that out real quick. Really nice water. I feel like, graphically speaking, in terms of computer games, I don't want to say this in a way that what I'm trying to say is like trivializing the effort it takes to make this happen, but I feel like water has been kind of solved, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like they've nailed it. And maybe they're not all exactly the same. They accomplish it in different ways, but I never sit there and say, like, oh, this water looks like shit. Even like in Lord of the Rings Online, a game that is not new. You know, they were able to add, like, with the DX9 support or whatever, they added some decent water effects. So there's a thing on the map here. I thought it might be like a rock that might have some caves or something, but no luck. Let me go back over here. Quick save, see what's in that cave just straight up ahead. We've been going now for about 3 hours. I know I had to step away for a minute because I thought I was going to get a phone call. That didn't happen. I'm getting close to 3 hours, and I feel like I've knocked down some quests. Is this the cave where they moved the cargo to? Like, I feel like I'm doing this out of order, but,
Stop! Where are you rushing off to, you maniac? I'm here to make sure nobody comes in.
Okay, I'm not going in, but heading out. You're guarding the wrong side. Perception 61%. So I'm curious why this one gives me the percentage chance.
What? Really? Huh? Oh, mommy dearest. I guess I need to move then, don't I? Now, I'm sure I won't mess it up again. Thank you, my friend. And please, don't mention this to Arnulf. It's the fumes, you know? Go forth, and may your bloom never be too dry to smoke.
Again, I just knocked my mic around. Sorry about that. Again, I just need some flour. Can't buy it. Can't find it. It's not going to be a map in a dungeon. I can't tell if I've been here already in some form. Probably not, but... Although, let me at least make that recipe. There we go. What's this? Hunter stew. That's pretty good stuff. So... Okay. I don't want to burn the blueberries or the egg, so I just gotta be careful of that. Okay, cooked seafood. Okay. Quick save, real quick. One of the things that's been impressive about Baldur's Gate 3 is you sort of find something off to the side, but there is nothing that's just off to the side, like just two rooms. Okay, so I don't have the key I need to get in. So yeah, maybe I just didn't pick it up outside, or maybe this guy's got it.
Aye, I do. The plants are growing right behind these doors, and I can't even pass the time watching them. I'm just staring at the corridor all day. If not for my own stash, I'd have died of boredom.
Yeah, let's smoke then.
Great idea. I'll wait for you by the fire. Ah, it feels so good here with you. But to be completely happy, I wouldn't mind something to eat.
Okay, let's give him a tomato.
Mommy herself must have sent you here. This is so good. Do you have anything else?
I do. Yeah. Give him an apple.
Got nothing to give you but my thanks. This means a lot. Do you have anything else?
Raspberry, sure.
Good grub like this is rare. I'm mighty grateful. Do you have anything else?
I do. Is there something significant I can give him? Some pork?
Got nothing to give you but my Do you have... Got nothing. Do you have...
Okay, I need to stop this because I don't want to... I don't know what to give him to shut him up.
Good grub like that. Do you have... You don't know how much... Do you have...
But I can't get out of it, so I don't know what to do.
This food's... Do you have anything else?
This is awkward.
Do you have...
So I don't know if this is a bug or if this is the bit. Like at some point he'll be full, but this is like a little tedious.
This, do you...
No, okay.
Well, all good things come to an end. Just like this messed up world, you know? Sometimes, I just want all of this to end.
Okay, tell me more about the ether bloom.
The ether bloom. Lovely bloom. You're lucky, man. Real lucky. Because you've got yourself a true expert right here. What do you want to know?
Let's see. Okay, so the phone call didn't happen, but I was just checking in. Okay, where did the ether bloom come from?
They say it came from, the island asylum, you know? The Red Priests. They've got something going on with it. But I don't know the details. What I do know is that, at some point, someone real clever snuck some ether bloom out of there. And now, yeah, we're trying to grow it here. We've had mixed success, but hey, I like it. It's good stuff, you know?
Okay, what can you use the ether bloom for?
For stomach aches and heartaches. That's what my grandma used to say. Said it was good for both. But not as much for the heart, you get me? Took me a while to figure out what she meant. If your guts are aching, you smoke it a bit, and it works, right? But if you want to forget this crazy, messed up world, you might be tempted to smoke a lot more. And that's where it gets tricky. Some folks say it can mess you up if you overdo it. But honestly, my only problem is when I run out. But I'm guarding the plant, so I think I'm set, you know?
So it's a grow operation here. What'll happen if I use it?
Well, depends what's wrong with you. Got a stomach ache? Heartache? But since you're new to the bloom, you'll probably feel a little floaty at first. It'll pass through, no worries. Just don't overdo it. If you smoke too much, you'll be swinging that sword like a wet noodle, believe me. That's about it, really.
Okay. Is being here, is this a good job?
You know, I don't really think in terms of good or bad jobs, man. It's more like life's just a series of encounters, right? People helping each other out when things get rough. What was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, the weirdness. I ain't scared of it. Not one bit. Sure, people get all weird about it, but nah, it's not gonna mess with me. Besides, the weirdness isn't all bad, you know? Our bloom, it loves the weirdness. Grows so beautifully in it. People don't get the weirdness, but maybe it could be our best friend, you know?
I wanted to move this out of the way because I smacked it twice, and it's one of those things where like you can't put it like, shouldn't do that gesture. You can't put it like right in front of you because it's so sensitive to plosives. So hopefully, should have done this a while ago after I smacked it the first time. But let's see, best friend.
Friend, yes. You are my friend. Just like the weirdness is a friend to the bloom. Sometimes I feel like everything is connected. Avalon, the homelands, Arthur, and the Four Dwellers. It's like a web or a mycelium. You know, like a mycelium?
Sure, I see. I'm going to go with his.
Because, you see, you can't just listen with your ears. That could lead you astray. You need to listen with something else.
What do you mean by you want all this to end? Basically, I'm hoping he's got the key on him and somehow I can get it from him.
You know, like the world, man. The weirdness. It's like creeping in, right? It comes at night, changes people, turns them into, like, monsters or furniture. Yeah, like tables or chairs. It's freaky, man. Really freaky. We're sitting here, right? Under the noses of the keepers of the Horns of the South. Like, any moment now, they could just show up. Boom. And then there's, the Dalriada. You've heard, right? They took the Temple of the All-Mother. That's a big deal, man. Like, the biggest. That place is sacred, dude. Right under the Horns. We're treading on thin ice here. Real thin.
All right. Has the weirdness done anything to you?
Oh, bro, it's not that simple. Nah, not simple at all. The bloom, our bloom, it thrives in the weirdness, man. It's like best when it's all creepy and dark. But for us, ooh, yeah. It's like a dice roll every time. Sometimes it's like, hey, cool, nothing happened. But other times, you're just gone, you know? So here we are, sitting in this, hole. Because the weirdness, it's like seeping in real slow from the bottom. But not enough to mess with us. We're good. For now. Hey, you're my best friend. You know that, right? We're like connected, man.
All right, tell me about Dalriada.
Man, I only hear what the scouts are saying, you know? But from what I hear, those Dalriada, they showed up at the temple. And now it's like waves hands, vaguely chaos, dude. Like whole Avalon's losing it. That temple, man, it's like important or something. A symbol. Maybe a pilgrimage thing. People love that place. Camelot. Oh, they're pissed, dude. The Horns of the South, too weak to fight back, man. Can't even scratch them. But the Dalriada, woo, tough bastards. I mean, like, they swing axes like it's nothing, dude. Nothing scares them. Not even the weirdness.
I don't know much about it. I feel like this is a guy that would have been great to talk to. Like, I wonder if I was meant to be here a long time ago.
Yeah, neither do I, man. It's all men there, I think. Like, some kind of order? Knights or something. A few of the lads, back when they were kids, they used to dream about going there, you know? But their folks, way too poor for that. There was a time, I think, yeah, you could join if you were, like, worthy, right? Whatever that even means, man. But now, now you just slip the captain a fat bag of gold, and they'll take any poor kid the parents want to get rid of. And, make sure they never come back. It's wild, man. We've been chatting like two fishwives. My eyes are getting heavy. I need to take a nap. Why don't you guard the entrance for a bit?
Alright, feast, smoke, and contemplate the meaning of it all with a new friend. Just lost a bunch of stuff. Just want to know, is it possible to get... You know what I'm going to do? Let me quick save, and I'm going to jump off this rock. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, let me just see if being the guard gives me the key. That's what I was kind of curious about. Nope, still not. Let me, I got an achievement for talking to him, so obviously that conversation must mean something, but let me, jump off. Now there's a corpse on the other shore. I don't know if it's a woman's corpse. Wooden doll. I think I misunderstood what Matt was saying. He just wrote something on the Discord. He's watching Altered Carbon, using it to lure for Cyberpunk. I think it meant to lure her for Cyberpunk. I think his wife is gonna try Cyberpunk Red. Cyberpunk Red is a good game. I really, really like that game. The one time we tried it. And I hope we get back to it at some point, because it was really fun. Let me sneak just to make sure I'm getting max damage.
Fight like a milkmaid.
Oh.
Beg for mercy.
Because, you know, we've tried CBRPNK a number of times, and I really like that game, but it is, you know, it's PBTA-ish. It's actually Forged in the Dark, if I'm being more accurate. And I kind of like the idea of a crunchier rule set driving it. One of the games that holds a special place in my nostalgic heart is... That's just a waste of time. Dark Conspiracy from GDW way back in the day, and Mongoose Publishing just got
Your wealth is ours.
the rights to it. So I don't know what their plans are. I think the plans are to use the... Maybe I've already said this somewhere. To use the... their 2D6 system that they use for Traveler in 2300 to bring that over for Dark Conspiracy. And you know what? I'm down for that. If that's what if that's where they go with it, yeah, I'll take that. The original GDW system was a little weird. It was like the Twilight 2000 system, which was always... Like, I played a ton of it. I can't say I knew it very well. I don't remember it very well. But, we played a ton of Twilight 2000 and always had a blast, so... But I also remember it was probably a little clunky, if I had to be honest. But not enough to stop us from playing it. We love Twilight 2000, the old one. But yeah, so I'm really curious to see what Dark Conspiracy brings to the table. I hope it's solid. And also, you know, there was a Kickstarter for The Secret World, which I know there was a an MMO by the people who did Age of Conan, which Age of Conan is an MMO that I really liked. And they might have also done the other Conan game, like the survival Conan game, and maybe it's the same company that did the Dune survival game that just came out. Anyway, but yeah, The Secret World I thought had a really interesting premise, which was, I think, a little Dark Conspiracy almost adjacent. So, in that Kickstarter, I think the rule set is for Savage Worlds, and I love me some Savage Worlds, so I'm excited to try that as well. Just, yeah. But yeah, that Dark Conspiracy game, I'm going to be... I don't know if it's just going to be like a Kickstarter. I don't know if... I guess Mongoose does do Kickstarters, but whatever form that takes, I'll be on it, like, day one. Slightly cyberpunky, and I'm kind of... There's a way to sneak it by... Flower, finally. I don't know if Patrick and Matt will watch this, but there's a part of me that wants to do like they think it's a cyberpunk game, and somehow I don't tell them it's Dark Conspiracy. And somehow they go in not knowing, and then all of a sudden they start throwing the weird stuff at them. Like, that's the dream, but I don't know how I'd ever get to do that. I feel like character creation is going to give it away. But... But if there was a way to pull that off, I would love to see the look on their face when suddenly things go sideways and all of a sudden it's not what they expect and blah, blah, blah.
Beaten yet. You're no match for our man. Your wealth is ours.
Yeah, I'm starting to get the thought that I was supposed to come here a long time ago.
Your road ends here!
Show yourself! You fight like a milkmaid!
Alright, so I feel like at some point I'm going to come out the other side. Maybe that's the only way to unlock the gate is from the... Now, what's the chances I get a sneak attack on this guy?
Your gold belongs to us now. We're being watched.
Actually, I'm wondering, can I just collect the arrows after they,
Say your prayers. You'll be fertilizing the soil.
keep assuming the feathers are helpful maybe if I wanted to craft arrows. I don't know if that's actually true. Oh, mage. Whoa.
Your wealth is ours. Take it down with me. Who's that supposed to earn? Your This is my lucky day. Your money or your life?
Oh, there. I was going to say I lost the thread. Where did he go?
You're only making me angrier.
Yeah, again, like I was saying with Baldur's Gate 3, there is no, like, just a side room where you just see the two things that are there and get out. Like, these are all always pretty involved. I mean, yeah, because you go in, it's like, oh, it's just a smuggler's cave. And then all of a sudden it's like... Like, this seems almost cultish. I need to fill up my quick slots again. Okay. And then for my autofill slots, I don't think I want to blow Hunter's Stew on. There we go.
Prepared for anything.
I'm wondering if that was like a critical hit kind of location, like the head or neck. Ooh. All right. Oh, it's Arnulf. Although he's the boss. Let's, quick save just in case.
You're not one of my suppliers. That means the guard is dead already, or he soon will be for letting strangers in.
Say, I don't like what's behind him.
Explain yourself, because I can either introduce you to Vitya, or make you an offer you can't refuse. Isn't that right, Vitya? It's time for supper, isn't it?
Kind of offer?
A very resourceful person by the looks of it, will give me 1,000 coins. And I, a very pragmatic person, will overlook the fact you've stumbled here without an invitation.
Nope.
Suit yourself. Vitya, supper!
Okay, right. Oof. Let's try that again. This time let me get my health potions. I've defeated one of these before. It wasn't easy.
So, isn't that right, Vid? You suit yourself.
Whoa. Not learning what its patterns are. I know. Can I get to high ground? Nope, that's not going to protect me. Okay. All right. It's not classy, but you'll have to do. Now I'm trying to wonder, did I actually cheese it the first time as well? This one seems tougher. Whatever these things are, they are not messing around. But also, I'm kind of, well, obviously I still have to deal with this, but I am curious what's going on back in the... And I think I've said this before, like, I actually don't mind this. Like, there's something fun to, like, the Elder Scrolls games and stuff when you jam them up like this. Like, can I get up there as well? Does that count? The thread here. So here he can get to. All right, so let's... Shit. All right. Load last checkpoint. Well, you know what? That might be where we call it for tonight. We're 3.5 hours in. It's a little bit of cheese that might be about to occur, and that's okay. But yeah, let's finish exploring this next time. It's getting kind of late, and I need to crash and again file size limits for YouTube, etc., etc. So. Yeah, again, thank you to everybody who checks these out. Matt, thank you for jumping into the chat briefly. And, of course, this replay will be up on YouTube. That'll be the official sort of archive of it. This is Tabletop RPG... this is Black Cloud Trivia Night. We're a Tabletop RPG actual play podcast for the most part. But we've also been discussing some souls. We're trying to get some Symbarum going. We did a little Rosewood Abbey that we need to finish. But the summer has still been messing with our schedule. I think it's going to continue to mess with our schedule for about a month more. We actually got, we organized it on the Discord, and it wasn't recorded or anything, but we got a session of Dragonbane in, and we're going to get another session in the beginning of September, so I'm really looking forward to that. But otherwise, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. You've already found our channel. If you prefer audio versions of like actual play stuff, just search for Black Latch Trivia Night wherever you get your podcast. We should show up. Jump into our Discord if you want. And otherwise, thanks and take care. Bye-bye.